Hello and welcome back, or welcome for the first time. I'm Phaedra and we live in this gorgeous area of Australia, right near a little town called Yackandandah, and it's the cutest little village. We have a flower farm and we are just coming into our main growing season. So I'm making lots and lots of flowers and trying to prepare things and still trying to figure out the best way to sell flowers. Right now I'm preparing flowers to sell roadside, where we basically sell on the side of the road from a van. And in the past it's done really well, but probably in the last maybe 8 months sales have dropped a lot, so we are looking at other ways, which we'll talk about a little bit later in this video. But for now, it is just so nice to be working with mainly our own flowers again. I've purchased in a few from the wholesaler, but not much. Looks like it rained again. I'm heading down to the servo in Yack because we've been talking with them for a long time about selling our flowers down there. What is happening here? And so I called him yesterday and I said, hey, can we try the flowers again? We've got our flowers growing. He couldn't really remember anything about it. So he goes, oh, come down in the morning. I'm there before 8 and we'll have a chat. So that's what I'm doing. I don't really know what to expect. He sounded very kind of flustered yesterday when I called, so I don't know what that means. Does it mean he doesn't really want to? Or does it mean he really didn't remember? I don't know. Okay, sorted. I'm taking them up on Thursday next week. So this will be interesting. I wonder if things are going to sell, because we went roadside last night and we sold 1 bouquet. So people are not buying like they used to. I mean, I remember when we used to go out and sell, 10 to 15 bouquets a night. It's changed a lot. Interestingly, it was the 55 that sold. But look, it's full of lilies. So I reckon if we don't sell these today, they're done. A little bit frustrating. Anyways, on to better news. We do advent calendars and today is the 1st of December. And Malia's got one. It's in her room already. It's a makeup one. Yay, let's go! Let's see. It's lovely. Do you reckon you can dry a stilby? Because I just let it sit on the plant and die every year. I mean, it's cute. My little house fell over. And I believe that was white ants, or termites as they're called elsewhere. Got my stilby though. Let's go hang it up. I know I could just Google this, but I like an experiment, so let's see. I have a feeling they're going to dry okay. And look at all my dryings. So bulbs and corms, all the dry things. I've got some hooks. I'm going to start putting them across that beam. And let's add this to the collection. The wreaths I made the other day are starting to compress down. I did this one really thick, so it's looking good. This one, as the leaves kind of flatten out a little bit, I've noticed there's some areas that need a little bit more in to keep it bulked up. That is why I let the wreaths sit for a little bit after making them. Number one, so they can dry out a little bit before they go up on a door and all the leaves droop. But usually with magnolia leaves, they're so thick and broad that they don't. You can hang it straight on a wall or a door and they will maintain their shape. But the leaves from this variety were a lot thinner, so they weren't, I could tell they weren't going to maintain the shape as well. So I just wanted to see what would happen before I go off and give them away or sell them. I'm drinking more fertilizer. I call it human fertilizer. So I'm having a greens powder, and I used to use the Tolman one and it was kind of nice. Look, no greens powder is nice, but I've got used to it. So it was nice. Now I've switched brands because it's got more nutrients in it and it's so bad. Like, am I going to spew this all up? That was a test to see how far that sugarcane mulch bale would go, because we want to order a heap and we need to know how many to order. So it said it covers up to 23 square meters at, is it 20 centimeters? 20 millimeters, so 2 centimeters thick. I've obviously done it thicker. I've done it about twice as thick, and I did 12 square meters. So I feel pretty good about that. The areas where I've got seed that hasn't germinated yet, I've done it really lightly and just left a clump sitting right next to that area so that I can then spread that out later. But now to figure out how many rows we need to cover. So in plot 1, we need 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to need it here on the corn, 5, and then 6. This row is coming out, so probably 7. Zinnias, 8, and then we're going to need it on every row up the back because they are in terrible condition.
Mom, what are you doing?
Good morning. So before we continue with this video, I just need to show you my eye. Let me get into the light. So this one, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I've burst blood vessels in it. I think it's called what's that called? A subconjunctal hemorrhage or something. But anyway, it's like having a bruise on my eye. So if you notice that from this point forth, that's what it is. See that red thing? I don't know how I did it, but apparently it can be as easy as like a big sneeze. Oh, wait. We're cycling. Apparently it can be as easy as a big sneeze, or what was it, a sneeze or a cough? Maybe I rubbed it too hard. Maybe I got something in it and it's irritated it and popped things. I don't know. But now everywhere I go, people say, what happened to your eye? It's not even as bad as what I've seen other people have. So anyway, that's what's happening, and it's not a big deal. It just could take a couple of weeks to clear up, but mine's not that bad. So I'm hoping mine doesn't take that long. But what I need to do now is pick some flowers. How good does it look? So then today's job, I want to get the corn in here, and I think I'll just do a half row and put possibly cosmos up this end, and then this back one that's terrible up that end, it's got Heryngium, why can't I think of its name? You know, that prickly spiky blue one. I'll put a picture on the screen because I can't remember the name of it. No, why don't I just put the name on the screen? Help. Okay, and then here I think I'll put the amaranth. So then when you're looking at things, there'll be height here, height up in that corner and height there. Like the cute little cosmos here. I'm really thinking about how this farm is going to look aesthetically. Okay, I've got to stop talking. I've got to pick these flowers because the kids all have to get to school early today and I'm out here fluffing around with the flowers. There's a quote or a saying, and it's something along the lines of, do something that you love so much that it makes you pop out of bed in the morning and you're just so excited to go and do it. That's how I feel about this. I love working in this garden. It is so peaceful and I get so excited about it. The only bugger is at this time of day, well, there's so many flies. This time of year, it is getting really hot. So it's probably only about 10 a.m. I try to get out here by about 6 a.m. and I've got to do kid drop off and everything. Soon school's finishing up for about 6 weeks, so I'll be able to come out and stay out till about 11. But at the moment, it's just getting so hot and the sun's getting really intense. I can only make it to about midday and then I've got to go inside. So to me, that's a little bit sad. Anyway, I've prepared that bed. I won't sew into it right now. It's a bit too hot and intense for the new ceilings and I don't have the mulch. I'm picking that up this afternoon. So I'm going to try and push through and get another bed prepped so I can plant into that this afternoon. I think I'm really being overly hopeful about what I can achieve. It's the next day. Whoa. And it's pretty early. And I just wanted to check that my corn wasn't dead, because I didn't get it out. Looks fine. Spider season. Cute you are. I know For those who don't know, these Felcos, Felco 2, they're in my Kogan store. So I'll put a link. They've got a little notch right here and it allows you to cut wire, so it's not blunting the blade. So you just saw me cutting those wires. I'm not ruining my blade. I'm using the little wire cutter that's right up in the blade. So cute. We've come to Yackandandah. This drive-thru has the cutest garden. It's got a really nice garden. This is a much longer process than I anticipated, but I'm filming. The hydrangeas were just so sad because they were very dehydrated, very droopy. And I picked the worst looking one to film a time lapse of, but I've been sitting here for ages. It's going to be a good time lapse. I'm going to have to speed the time lapse up, but I just wanted to show how they bounce back. So I wish it would hurry up. He got stung by a bee on his face, like right here. Look at that. Is it sore?
No, it's not.
Is it hot?
I bet it's hot.
It is a bit hot, yeah.